about you?
Hey guys, it's the Guardian from the Guardian's Gun Channel. I got some stuff to put on the Mossberg, I guess, tactical update. Before we get into that, I just want to say you may hear some rattling and birds chirping. I got the garage door open. It's a beautiful 83 degrees in Arkansas today. A couple Arkansas gun-related bills. House Bill 1819 was brought to the House floor. What 1819 is going to do is take away any governor's right to impose restrictions on the transfer or transportation of lawfully possessed firearms during a declared state of emergency. Pretty good news. That means if something goes down like it did in Katrina, they can't come and take your guns or say that you can't travel with them. So you'll still be able to protect your family while moving in a state of emergency. Second bill, House Bill 1503. It's going to protect lawful firearm retailers from illegal gun sting operations, such as those deceptively orchestrated by billionaire New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Pretty good thing. That way they can't try to set gun shops up to take their FFLs away. So some couple Arkansas gun legislations for the pro-gun person that are going underway right now. Got home and I've got my part of my shipment from Mounting Solutions Plus. I've got a 20-shot sling attachment for my Mossberg. I got a picatiny rail and a flashlight barrel magazine to mount. Here is the bushnell scope we've already talked about, and I'm going to show you guys how I sight that in. Once I get the scope on, I use this it's basically a slug that you put in. There's some batteries here, and then you put it in the barrel with the laser on, and it puts a nice little red dot, and you can kind of zero in. Helps you save on some ammo at the range. It's not going to get you exact, but it's going to get you pretty darn close. So let me open this stuff up and get some tools, and we'll get the ghost rings taken off, the sling put on, the flashlight mount put on, all that. So just stick with me and we'll be right back. Alright guys, before we get started, let's make sure that we're empty. So I got nothing in there, nothing in the magazine tube. First thing we're going to do, we're going to put on the flashlight mount. So you're going to uncock or open up the hammer and then unscrew the magazine cap, which will release the barrel. Then we're just going to take our flashlight mount here and put it on. Then just reinsert the barrel. Trying to stay out of the camera while I'm doing this. There you go. Alright, so then we're just gonna screw the magazine cap back on. Push the magazine forward, make sure nothing's gonna hit, which it doesn't. We've got clearance there. And then I'm going to just take a Allen key and tighten that bad boy up. This is actually a metric Allen key. You can put this on whatever side you prefer. I want it on my right side, so that way my thumb, just clamp her down. Doesn't have to be super tight, just on there. And that way, when I've got the flashlight on there, I can come here. Actually, you know what? Son of a bitch. Alright, sorry about that. All I did was switch it around to the other side because I want, when I'm holding the shotgun, to be able to just reach forward, turn my flashlight on, and then it'll be right there by my hand. We'll get the flashlight mounted on there, and at the very end. Right now, the next thing we're going to do is take off the ghost ring sights and get this picatiny rail put on. So we are going to need just a regular Allen key. And the 535 comes pre-tapped. I know some of the other models don't. So we're just going to take this off. The hardest thing about this is there's a sight, there's actually a screw right here that this is in. Kind of a pain in the butt, but you can get to it. All pretty stuff, easy stuff. With the Picatinny rail, I would suggest blue Loctite. I know I'm never gonna put this ghost ring back on. I'm gonna keep it, but I'm gonna actually use a the red Loctite. Now you've got to lift up the eye part here and unscrew it. It's kind of a pain in the balls. There's no real easy way to do it. What I did is I put the Allen key in there and kind of pried it up, and then just used my finger to loosen it up until I got to where I can just spin it like that. Like I said, pain in the butt, not impossible to do, just not the easiest thing. I always keep all my parts, and now I've got to go get a small screwdriver so I can get this last one. This top one here has got just a little flathead in it, and I didn't bring my flathead screwdriver, so let me go grab that. Alright, so I got my little screwdriver here. Just going to take out this last one. It comes with 4 of these to where if you didn't want to have anything on there, you can just plug them all up. Again, keep all your parts. You never know when you're going to want to sell it or anything. So here we've got our Picatinny rail, and it comes with the 4 little metal plugs. Now I'm just going to take and put all the old parts in here, and I've got a little baggie in my gun cabinet where I keep everything. I'm just going to just go right up there and pop the 4 screws in. Like I said, I'm just going to take a little bit of this red Loctite and put it on there. And it doesn't take much. All I'm going to do is just touch it to the threads here. And I'm just going to do one at a time so I don't mess this up. Like I said, just a little bit of Loctite on them. They did back out of my other shotgun. I didn't want that to happen again. So this time I will Loctite it and make sure it all stays in there. This is the last one. Make sure those are on there good and tight. Get the cap back on our Loctite here. Now we're going to put the Bushnell TRS 25. Did a video on this. Pretty good little red dot. And it's just going to put this bad boy on there. I'm thinking closer to the back is going to do it for me. I think right about there will work. But I'll mess around with it and see kind of what I like the best. And then this just takes another Allen key. I guess if you wanted, you can use some blue Loctite on this to make sure it stayed nice and tight on there. But I'm just going to crank down on her and hopefully she don't loosen up. I've heard great things about this. There we go. A little wiggle. She's on there, nice and tight, the way that I like it. Now we're going to move up here. I'm just going to put, I got some sling attachments here. Put our overkill sling on it. I know the sling don't really do nothing for me. I just think it looks cool having a bunch of shotgun shells on the sling. But I've carried it around the house, so when it's by my bedside, I don't keep this on because it does make the shotgun a lot heavier, having all these shells on there. But there we go. Now what I'm going to do is take the shell. This is just a bore sight. Turn it on. Load that bad boy in there. And then zero my sight. And then we'll go to the range and fire this bad boy and see what she does. Right now, let's go get that flashlight and get that thing mounted on there, and then we'll see what it looks like so far. There we go. Got our Surefire flashlight here, and we're gonna get this bad boy put on there and see what it looks like. This is the polymer cased Surefire. I've got a metal one that I keep on my AR. Let's get this bad boy loosened up. Put the flashlight on and see how it fits, what it feels like. I was kind of worried about this mount. The Blackhawk, I'm sorry, I keep saying Blackhawk, the ATI mount that I'm getting has picatiny mounts on it where you can put a picatiny attachment, and this thing was like $7 or $8. Of course, it looks like it's not gonna fit. Alright guys, slight change of plans. The polymer Surefire was a little bit too big for this mount with a 1-inch opening, so I just switched out the polymer, or I took the metal one off of my AR and put the metal one on this one and switch the polymer one there. So I'm just gonna tighten this this last little mount down here. Screw right here. Screw this bad boy in there. Like I said, I didn't use any Loctite on it. I don't think it's gonna do anything. So there we go for right now. Kind of my home defense package, if you will. Got the AR and the mag. I've got the Coyote Tan foregrip and rear end and pistol grip coming for it. There's my my bedside gun, and the only other stuff we're going to put on now isn't going to really increase functionability, more just aesthetics. But alright, as always, make sure you join the NRA, support your local gun shops, and stay safe while you're out there shooting.
I know where I come from. How about you?